What do we do as people in this world where injustice lives? Freedom is no longer just a luxury, it's a necessity. Disagreements, winning at all costs, sneakiness. How in yourself are you sneaky? How in yourself are you rehearsing these painful endings and these wounds and not doing anything about it because of trauma, because of being so filled with anger? You can't see anything else, and you're making choices that are ruining your life. I feel like a tower moment. It's you have beauty in your heart. Do you remember the first time that you fell in love? And you just were like, I can't even believe this person exists. It's so beautiful. And he or she is just wants to be around you, calling you, and you're in like grade school or whatever it is. Then you start to feel disconnected at one point, and then it sours, and you have to go through the pain of losing that person. And it feels like a piece of your flesh has been removed, and you have to heal that wound back together and create the layers of skin back, like 30 layers of skin back. You have to grow it all yourself through pain. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're seeing the truth of the matter. We're not compatible. That type of thing. We're not compatible. Like with this injustice, we don't want this. We don't want this. None of us want this. Controlling, lack of discipline. It's because of a lack of discipline that in ourselves, in spiritual control, we need self-discipline, or it's going to lead to a lot more loss, financial loss, a collapse of our system. We don't have to make it as bad as it could be. We can come together and admit where you're seeing things from a violent perspective and return back to the understanding of where that first happened for you. Why do you hate men? I don't know why I'm getting this image, but like, why? Look at why you hate men. Look at it. And how do you act? How could we shift if you hate men? This is just an example. But if you hate something, how do you shift to then teach that thing? And teach yourself to give you boundaries for that, with that thing. Maybe you have to cut it out for a long time. You can't be around it. But then how do you implement boundaries? Again, there are men in the world. In this example, there are men in the world. You can't avoid them all. You don't have to date them, but you could be friends with them. You could show them what it feels like to not attach to something sexually. Where in you, why do you hate them? Like, if this is anything else, just pick this to be that thing that you just hate. You're like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck that. You're living in hate. And you need that time. You need that time. Everyone's different. But the quicker that we can get to a state of alignment, and the quicker that we can use the power of hate into something productive, like actual, real, actionable changes. You change your actions. You show people what it's like to live in a peaceful way. You are the peace. You emanate peace. You are done with pain. You are done with hate. You emanate peace. You choose what to focus on. We need riots. We need all this stuff to happen. We need it. But at a certain point, we need to make real change in our lives today. Making content. We need to create with our vision, our passion. Make that t-shirt design you wanted to make, 444, on a strong foundation. Create on a strong foundation. Bring people together to create. Anything that you could do to create and not consume, you're becoming powerful in this universe. You're taking your power back. You're creating. You're putting your foot down. You're making a noise. You're putting your voice out there. So the less we consume, just unconsciously sitting there laying in our beds, the more we can change the physical world. We are going to do this together. We have to. We have to. Fighting. There's just so much fighting. Do we really need to go to war? Everything in the universe is a reflection of you inside. So how are you going at war with yourself? Really? How are you doing it? Balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, finding meaning. We have to find meaning in our struggle. We have to find meaning in our lives. We have to be the light, the truth. The truth and the light. As they say in the Bible, Jesus was the truth and the light, and he was crucified on the cross. That's what the world does to the truth and the light. Spits on it, tells it's crazy, calls it crazy, and crucifies it on the cross. And what does it do? Resurrects after 3 days. It's a symbol of creation, manifestation. Okay? After 3 days of visualizing and creating, 72 hours, you can create the life that you want to be, because you're being it consistently for 3 days, and you're looking at your limiting beliefs, and you're changing the world. You want to create that company that you are going to employ people in an ethical way. You want to create that company that helps people with water. You want to be that company that helps people with emotional health. Cities where there's emotional trauma relief support. You want to create these things? The world needs them now. You can start right now and just do it every day, and it is your life. And do that energy that you would bring to your retreat center, you bring it to your work right now. You're being it right now. We don't have any more time. We're in a pressure cooker. It's not good. There's a lot going on. Too many options to choose from. That means you need to learn how to discern in yourself. That means we could really fuck up here. We could really fuck up, or we could really be victorious and all come together. And I feel like we're coming together. I feel like we need each other. I feel closer to the people that love, that forgive. It doesn't matter what it was. You don't have to accept negative behaviors. You don't have to put up with abuse. But you can forgive the pain that you're carrying every single day for things that happened a long time ago. Because you're now choosing that pain, and you're creating out of that pain. And we need you at peace, in the light. You don't have to accept and think everything was right that happened to you, because it wasn't right. But you can accept that it happened and be at peace and cry and feel what happened to you. And it may take an entire year, and you may start right now, but you know where you're going, and you're purging those feelings. You're purging that injustice. You're doing the completion process. Look that up, Teal Swan completion process. It helps you reclaim your power back from your emotions, from your broken childhood that you put back together. Joe Dispenza, being conscious of what you're doing and thinking about, what your programming is. You're being conscious of it. We need this stuff. This is not just a luxury to manifest $1 million. We don't even need $1 million, each of us. What we need is everybody together. Every one person together is so much energy, so much resources, that it's coming together now. And we need you. We need you doing your purpose, doing your thing, living in your truth. Let's get one last card. Where are we headed? Where is our society headed? And what could we focus on? Where is our society headed first? Stinginess. Scarcity. Where can we focus on? What are we focusing on? Whoa. Whoa. The devil and justice reversed. Or strength reversed. I don't know why I said justice. This to me feels like you're going to be, if you can't consciously see your addictions, you're going to be consumed by them. And we need you in a new beginning. We need you to start over, start fresh. Today is my peaceful day. That's what the monks are saying. Because every day it starts over. And you choose. And every moment you choose. And you have to just bring yourself back to that muscle of compassion. You're building that muscle of compassion. You're bringing it back to, how can I see this in the best way possible? How can I feel this completely to make sure that I'm being present with my own emotions and forgiving myself. I'm being present with myself first. Yes, this was injustice. Yes, it hurts. Yes, I'm fucking pissed. And what am I pissed about? Me not doing dick shit for 15 years, knowing the world is going this way. So we're gonna calculate it now, go forward in calculated steps, safely, together, safely, together, so no one else has to die. We're gonna make this shift consciously before mobs of people die, okay? In protests that's happening in the world, in different countries. Before that happens here, we can consciously move forward with what we can do from our vantage point, from our resources in our industry. What could we do as an individual person? How could we spread kindness? How could we expand our heart? How could we be conscious of what we're doing and how we're acting and how our actions are affecting other people? And what is the war inside of you? Name it, understand it, feel it completely. Ask for support, leave a comment, ask questions for people online. We're connected more than ever, and we can use this to our best ability, and we can shift the world like that. We literally, if there's a 1%, if there's a basis of people that are 1%, you can shift. It's called critical mass theory. You can shift the entire human race. And 1% of the human race right now is 78 million people. And there sure as hell is 78 million people fucking angry and fed up. And we can use this energy now to shift. We can boycott the world like we did for COVID. We could do it. It could be a civil revolution, not a civil war, a civil revolution against powers that are oppressing our freedom. That's what we need to be thinking. We need to love everybody, and the people that are lost, the people that are trying to hate, you have to understand and tell them and be there with them. Hey, I'm not your enemy. They're the enemy. I'm not your enemy. I'm not who you should be fighting right now. It's the oppression that's the enemy. It's the system. And we all need to come together. However this is the best way I know how. This is the most probable way I can reach even more than 50 people who I'm surrounded by right now. So let's just do it together and leave a comment, and let's make this movement happen. It's happening. Just be the change that you want to see in the world. It's not cliche, it's real, it's energetic. Okay? We're gonna do it. Let's just close out with some light and love. Just the energy. acceptance. For all of you, for your being. Your injustices in your life, all the things you've ever been through, they happened, and it sucked, and it's terrible, and you're hurt, and you carry the scars, and you know what? We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna save the planet. We're gonna save each other. We're gonna have a better life from now on. We're done. We're done sitting there eating chips on the couch and doing nothing about it. We're creating every moment, every system in your life is created to make the world better, not to destroy it. Okay? Leave a comment, leave a heart if you're with me, if you're doing that, if you decide to do that. I love you.